You need better friends. And guys, I hate saying this, but our parents were right. My parents, your parents, they were right. Growing up, they would always say, hey, don't hang out with that person or don't stop talking to this person. There's a reason behind that. Study shows that you become like the first, study shows you become like the closest five people to you. And if those five people are bad, you'll become like them. And I realized this, like, especially in high school and college, and now, like, running my business, that depending on who you hang around with, it will truly show how your future will look like. If you hang around with people that are ambitious, they're high achievers, they're actually doing something with their life, then in turn, you will become like that too. That's just how it is. That's just part of life. You need people, you need friends who push you, who encourage you, and who support you. If you are with friends that say, hey, you should probably relax or not do too much, or you're just doing too much, or there's no point of it, especially since we're so young, don't listen to them. I remember when I entered freshman year of college, I was already hitting the ground running, asking people like, "Hey, how do I get my first internships?" And every single person that was a senior would tell me, "Oh, you usually get it at the end after you graduate. Your first internship is post graduation." No, I ended up getting and then I ended up talking to one person. And he's like, "Do not listen to them. They're lying to you. Start getting internships now." And now I've had a total of 6 internships, and I got my very first one the summer right after freshman year of college, and I'm so thankful I listened to his advice, because if I just kept going with what the crowd was going, I would have ended up, not that it's bad, but I would have ended up like them, getting an internship post-graduation, but I'm not like that. I'm ambitious, and I know you are too, but you need people around you who are equally, if not more, as ambitious as you, because you never wanna be the smartest person in the room. Never. I always put myself in positions where I am the dumbest person in the room, where I don't know anything, and where I have a higher chance of learning more. Why? Because I know that I want to be a better person tomorrow. I want to get 1% better every single day. And in order for me to do that, I need to be put in positions where I am forced to learn to ask questions. If I just stayed comfortable with where I was at, then I would have never been able to achieve all I have done today. I was talking to one of my friends today. She's a freshman of college that I mentor a little bit. She's interning for my company, and she's 18. And she was talking about all her friends saying like, "Hey, like maybe you're doing too much. Maybe you should slow down." And she told me like, "But I'm not gonna slow down. Like not it's just not what I want." And I'm so thankful that she said that, because a lot of people, a lot of students, especially when they're freshmen in college, think that just because they're first years, that they can just enjoy college and not put any work into anything. Again, it all depends on what you want to do in the future, but I know you want to go far in the future. I know you. I know you don't want to live a comfortable life and just work a normal 9 to 5 without excelling, work a normal job, minimum wage. I know you don't want to do that. I know you want to do something more. And in order to do that, you need to be surrounded by people who have the same goals as you, if not more. More. I had an experience here at my university where, at one point with my own business, I got comfortable, and I was like, oh, I don't need to be working as hard in my business because I'm already one of the top students that own a business here at my university. And then I got into a program. They flew me out to New York City. It was a Princeton program. They flew me out to New York City, and I met a bunch of different students from the top Ivy and prestigious schools. And it completely shattered my reality. Like, wait, I should not be comfortable. I was just comfortable in my environment because I was, quote unquote, the best in that area, which I don't say I am, but like I was just comfortable. And once I got to this new environment, I realized, like, whoa, I have so much more to go. I'm nowhere close to reaching my dreams. And I'm so thankful for that. God always has a plan for you. I'm so thankful for God for that, because if it wasn't for Him putting me in that position, I would have never realized that I need to keep pushing, and I need to not look at my environment around me, and I need to keep searching new environments that are doing better than me so I can learn from them. So our parents were right. Be careful who you surround yourself with, because I see this constantly happening to my old friends as well. When they join the wrong friend group, they lose their ambitions, they lose their dreams, they lose their goals, and they're very comfortable with temporary fulfillment, whether that be partying or drinking. Not that those are bad, but I don't personally do any of those. And if I don't do any of those, but if you do them, at least do them in moderation and not let it control your entire life. And I've seen a lot of my old friends having to now figure out what they're doing, what they want to do with their lives, but they're just so late in the game and they don't have the extra leg up when they first started in college that it's difficult. And this is not to say that you can't do it. If right now you are struggling with that, you can still do it. It will just take time and you do have to work harder, but you can still do it. And it all takes with the environment you're around. If you change your environment, then you will change. That's just how it is. And this isn't to say that your friends are bad, that they're horrible people. You've just outgrown them. You've outgrown them. You have bigger dreams. You want to build a business. You want to make money. You want to get this internship. You want to work for the top 500 companies in the world. Whatever it is, you want to, like, whatever it is, you need to be surrounded by people who can push you to get that. Who don't say, who aren't embarrassed of you, who don't think, oh, you shouldn't be doing that or it's cringy, because in the end everything is cringy. Who cares? You should be cringy. Cringy people succeed the most. Why? Because they're not afraid of getting embarrassed. You think there's a bunch of students around me. You think I'm like they obviously think I'm cringy. Like there's this girl randomly filming with her tripod and a mic talking to the camera. They probably think I'm cringy. Who cares? Like what are their opinions going to do on me? It's my life. They're gonna forget about me in the next 2 seconds. But like another thing is people don't really care about you that much as you think they do. And I realized that, and now I'm able to do whatever I want and I do not care because there's just no more weight to their eyes and their opinions anymore. But what I'm trying to say is your parents are correct. Be careful who you hang around with because it will dictate how you will act, your habits, what you want to do, and your future. All in all, and your future. And you better take it seriously because this is your life and you need to be able to control how far you go. And the best way to do that is the number one thing to do is your environment. You want to meet business people? Great. Go to a place where there's a bunch of business people, whether it be conferences, networking, social media. You can be friends with them. Or at your own university, if there's business clubs, go join that. If there's startups clubs, go join that. If you're really into content creation, perfect. Find other content creators on your campus, around you, in your city, and just meet with them. It all just takes the realization that you are capable of so much more and you have so much more potential. You're the reason you are limiting yourself from meeting that or from exceeding and using your potential because you're around people who don't support what you want your future to be. So change your environment, change the people you're around. You need better friends. And again, this is not to say your current friends are bad. It's just you've outgrown them and you're walking a different path than them. And who knows, maybe later in the future, they come to you asking for your advice. They come to you wanting to hang out with you because you're such a great influence on them that they want to be a part of your friend group or they want to continue talking to you. But you shouldn't hold yourself back because the people around you aren't to your level. Get better friends. You need better friends. I needed better friends and I got better friends and I'm so thankful for it. I've been able to excel so much quicker because I can now see from my friend group um, that there's so much that's possible and I just need to work harder. That being said, they also open up a lot of opportunities for me, which I'm so thankful for. And we're always constantly learning from each other. Always. We're always helping each other, giving each other resources. And that's what a friend group should be like. They want everyone to succeed because if you win, they win. And me and my friends are always like this. Your wins are my wins. Because if you succeed, then I'm succeeding too. But yeah, that's my little rant for today.